once someone's arrested in the UK, we tend not to talk about the case anymore. It's sub judice until it goes to court. And my nervousness has been around everyone picking at the detail of the case, going through absolutely every detail and weighing in on it, which I think is quite unhelpful, actually. From an investigative point of view, you know, some of these things should play out at court, but also it educates people and educates the wrong people, as we know. You know, oftentimes in the UK, when we get a family wipeout, a family annihilation, we get a second one quite quickly. And my concern is always what we put out there, particularly around investigative techniques or sowing an idea in someone's mind. And then we see them start to act and they become more educated. So I am nervous about that. And I think it is a balancing act, certainly to try and aid law enforcement of the who did this. And there's absolutely merit in that. And certainly when I think about my initial thoughts regarding this case specifically, and I didn't go too much, I didn't get into too much detail of it, but I did have a sense that this was probably a stalking related case, that one of the victims may well have been stalked by the individual. However, what's unusual for me is that an individual entered a house with 6 people in it, 6 victims. And obviously we now know that 4 of them were killed and there were 2 survivors. That for me is an unusual aspect relating to a stalking case, because it's extremely high risk to go into a house where there are 6 people. There are multiple floors in this house. And normally the stalker wants to have time alone with the victim and not run the risk of meeting other people. So this is a very unusual component of this specific case in Idaho.